You're watching Fox 10 AZAM with Troy Hayden, Celeste Rodriguez, Ron Hoon, Renee Nelson, and Corey McCloskey.
Teens can learn important money lessons at a free workshop later this week. This is one of those important lessons that so many of us did not learn as youngsters.
Yeah, nuts and bolts, right, Des? You got to know how to cut, well, nobody cuts checks anymore, I don't think, but you got to know how to pay the bills.
Absolutely. I mean, financial literacy is so important. Yes, a little bit intimidating, right? And maybe a little confusing, especially when we're talking teens. So we are here in Goodyear. We'll talk about how Arete Financial Solutions is going to offer this amazing workshop to get these kids prepared for the real world. We'll talk about it and give you all the details after the break.
All right, Money Watch for you, and this is so important. We were just talking about it over there on the couch, and that is that if you don't learn this stuff early, it can be intimidating to get out. And maybe
it
parents
really
are doing a great job.
And I think if there's a lot of young people who don't learn this early, balancing a checkbook, budgeting, knowing the difference between a credit card and a debit card.
So Desiree's live to talk about how teens are learning these basic money lessons at a free workshop that's taking place here in a couple of days. Hello, Des.
Hey, Des.
Important stuff here.
Hey. All important. I love how Celeste took us back and talked about balancing a checkbook. It's like, what is that nowadays, right? Well, these teens and parents, they're learning a lot of different aspects when it comes to financial literacy with a series of workshops. So we're talking with Mary Reha this morning. You're with Arete Financial Solutions. First of all, tell us what your business is all about. What do you guys do?
Arete was developed to become a one-stop shop for businesses and individuals. We came together and created a company that you could do your taxes, your accounting, get legal services, and also financial planning. Our concept was to be a one-stop shop for all of our clients.
And you're bringing teens into the mix here. Talk about why that's so important for this younger generation to start early and learn about finances and money.
It's so important because we know it's a digital world now, and that there's not tangible items when they're buying these things for these kids. So much of it comes through the internet and online, and this helps them understand the value of what they're spending, how much income they have, and the value of what they're saving.
And we have so many third-party apps and financial apps, so yeah, I don't even really carry cash anymore, do you?
No, no one does. It's a crazy environment to teach your kids how to manage money in.
Yeah, but we've got some real money and some fake money on the table in here. So you're seeing a group of teens, and this is an example of what the workshop on Thursday will be like. So we're going to talk with Ted Ashton now, also with Arete Financial Solutions. You're going to be running part of the workshop. So talk about what some of these teens will be learning on Thursday.
Okay, the goal Thursday is essentially to help these kids first learn how money works, learn how to budget income, expenses. We've got some worksheets we're going to go through with them. We've got some things we're going to kind of talk with them about so that we can kind of help them set, okay, what do my income needs need to look like in order to reach the goals that I want to have moving forward? And what might be some of those distractions we're going to go through? What does a cup of coffee or what does a specialty drink?
I was going to say, let's check that out and talk about some of the distractions that we have set up over here. So a coffee, I love coffee, but what is the example that you've set up here for the coffee? Because, that money can go quick.
Sure. What we've got listed out right here is basically at $5.50 a cup, 4 times a week, that's $22, 52 weeks a year. That's $1,144 over the course of a year.
That's crazy.
It adds up really, really quickly.
So they'll just be learning things like that, how quickly money goes. You've set up a couple different examples you see on the table there, guys. But I hear you have a job, right? What is your name?
My name is Noah.
Noah. So do you feel like you understand how important money is and how quickly it can be spent? Are you good at managing it?
I have my moments where I'll give in and just buy as much as I can just to get rid of it.
So what do you feel will be the most important thing for you to learn from a workshop like this?
How to keep it in a place where I can't touch it.
Okay, that's smart. Keep it in a place, let it earn some interest, right, Ted?
Right. Setting it aside in the savings, not necessarily that you can't ever touch it, but having the discipline to make sure you don't touch it for one of these distractions when you have your goal. I asked this group of kids...
How to budget correctly for it, right? At least.
Right, and I asked this group of kids here, how many of you know what a mortgage is? None of them. They understood the concept of rent, but they don't, they don't understand exactly how that money, once it comes in, where it's going to go, what they're going to do with it. And it's going to be important for them to just learn those basic skills starting young.
Yeah, and you also are reaching out to parents and adults, too, because you have different workshops scheduled for Thursday. So at 4:30, you've got the financial management for young adults, and then 5:30, the estate planning basics. So that's something parents can get involved in.
Absolutely, absolutely. The whole goal with our workshops is to basically take care of their financial needs.
And how do people register for any of these workshops?
They just need to come and be here at the right time on Thursday.
Okay, so tell us where you're located exactly.
2440 North Litchfield Road, Suite 210 in Goodyear, Arizona. They can also find us online at aretefs.com. That's ARETEFS as in financialsolutions.com.
Okay, and I hear that another student down here has a job as well. What is your name? Really quick. We have to wrap it up.
My name is Ryan.
Ryan, are you good at managing your money?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. What do you like to spend it on most?
Mostly just video games and sometimes food if I feel like it.
Oh, the video games and food. Food. That always gets us. All right, we'll send it back to you guys.
It's all those boba drinks, you know?
I don't think that guy drinks boba.
Those things are like $5.
You think he's drinking boba, that kid?
Maybe on a Saturday night.
Do you know what boba tea is?
I don't know. Yeah, look, if I could give you any advice, young professionals especially, do your 401k. Max out as much as you can, forget about it, and then all of a sudden you turn around one day and you're like, whoa, where'd all this money come from?
It's hard, but if you can stomach ramen for another couple of years, it's going to pay off.
I like ramen.
Yes, I love it too. Still today.